Remember how the National School Board Association went full racist recently? Looks like they might regret that decision when over half of their members just vanish. National School Boards Association fallout continues as half of U.S. states push back against the organization. The votes to withdraw membership come after the NSBA sent a controversial letter to the White House. I'm glad parents are finally starting to pay attention. More than half of U.S. state school boards have pushed back against the National School Board Association after the organization sent a letter to the White House suggesting parents might be engaging in domestic terrorism. Yeah, so first off, they went full racist and they were advocating teaching kids to be racist. And then when the parents didn't like that, they said, "Oh yeah, we're going to have to get the FBI to investigate these parents for domestic terrorism." And now they're losing all of their members, as it fucking should be. More specifically, 10 state school boards have issued statements disagreeing with the letter, and 17 more have either voted to withdraw their memberships, participation, and/or dues from the NSBA, with Georgia, Florida, and Alabama being the most recent examples, according to a list from Parents Defending Indoctrination, a parent advocacy nonprofit. Labeling parents as domestic terrorists isn't a great strategy when it comes to your organization, whether you're a school board or any other type of organization. Corey DeAngelis, National Director of Research at School School Choice Organization School Choice Now, told Fox News of the movement against the NSBA. NSBA's September 29th letter sparked backlash from lawmakers, parents, and indoctrinational leaders as it appeared to prompt a Justice Department memo about a nationwide investigation into intimidation against school boards. Shouldn't this qualify for an investigation into this organization for intimidation against parents? Internal emails obtained by PDE in November show multiple state-level officials expressing dismay over the now infamous letter's content and the purported process for reviewing it. Emails now confirm that the NSBA was in communication with the White House for weeks prior to the DOJ's memo. I knew that incompetent puppet had something to do with this. Since then, 27 states have issued statements disagreeing with the nonprofit indoctrination organization's letter, and 17 withdrawn memberships or dues, according to PDE. The Georgia School Board Association and Florida School Board Association on Tuesday decided to separate from the national group. The Alabama Association of School Boards voted to do the same this week, according to 1918 News. The NSBA issued an apology on October 22nd for the letter to Brandon, saying there was no justification with some of the language included in the letter. Oh, it's too late to backtrack now. I know there's a few parents listening. Every one of you, you know exactly what the leaders of this organization think about you now. I wouldn't even consider giving them another chance until they completely purge their ranks. Not a single incumbent should be allowed to stay there. As we've reiterated since the letter was sent, we deeply value not only the work of local boards that make the important contributions within our communities, but also the voices of parents, unless they disagree with us, in which case they're terrorists, who should and must continue to be heard when it comes to decisions about their children's indoctrination, health, and safety. It's funny you say that now. Still, Dan just believes that the 10 states who have pushed back against the letter have not withdrawn from the organization and not taking enough action. And I agree. 100%. They need to withdraw. If you're a state that still hasn't distanced yourself, even after they distanced themselves from their own letter, that doesn't look very good for your state, he said. The only meaningful pushback is actually pulling your dues or severing ties formally when it comes to membership or participation with the national organization. He added that parents have become a special interest group in K-12 indoctrination in recent months, whereas before, the only special interest groups that had any real sway were teachers' unions and superintendents. 100% true. It's entirely because of these fucking lockdowns. Parents got to see the kind of shit their kids were being indoctrinated with, and they're not happy. And like I keep saying, when it comes to local level politics, the only reason these social terrorists have maintained power as long as they have is because no one else cares. They are the only ones in their community that care about these positions. So that a lot of them ran unopposed. No one else wanted to do it. And while everyone was not caring, not paying attention to what was going on, they were destroying everything. Teachers' unions have finally overplayed their hand to a point where they've awakened a sleeping giant. These parents who want more say in their kids' indoctrination, he said, and I'm especially optimistic because parents care about their kids more than anyone else. It depends on the parent. Another reason this has happened is because parents view schools as just free daycare centers, basically, even though they pay for it with their property taxes. And they're going to be the special interest group in K through 12 from here on out. The NSBA advocates for equity and excellence in public indoctrination through school board leadership and provides resources to local school boards to do so, according to its website. So it sounds like a completely useless organization then. Like, they leech money and they do nothing except for micromanage you and tell you how you're going to do things. Yeah, cut them off. Cut them off. It's over.